Hi, my name is Israel Vasquetelle, and welcome to the Turntable, a roundtable discussion featuring business students from the music and entertainment industries, artists, and anyone with a vested interest in the music industry. And today we have some amazing panelists, including the wonderful Brandy Price, who is a course director at Full Sail University, and she teaches music retail and distribution. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And we also have a magnificent R&B, alternative R&B artist by the name of Young Luv. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the proprietor of 360 Live Talent and Management, a booking agency and management company that works with some pretty significant artists, Jay Marcano.
Thanks for having me.
And we have Sophia Penn, the front person for the band Sophia's Guarded. And you guys make alternative indie rock, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. So today's theme is treating your artist career as a business. So I would love to go around and get your perspective on sources of revenue that you either are trying to tap into if you're a recording artist, or sources of revenue that maybe they should be tapping into for our expert panelists. I'm going to start with you. We were talking about the fact that you were working on booking your own DIY tour.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, just walk us quickly as to how you first started putting that together and the types of venues you're playing. And I would love to hear from Jay as to maybe some things he might be doing differently.
Yeah. Well, I surveyed who my biggest following, like where my following came from on Twitter. I kind of have a dense Twitter following, so I kind of asked around like where people were from, and I got a lot of responses from the Midwest area, like Pittsburgh, Columbus, Indianapolis, and Chicago. So I just sent a bunch of emails to like 2 copy shops from each place that would let me do a little set, and then I got lucky enough for all of them to get back to me, and so I guess that's kind of it.
Yeah, cool. So what do you think, Jay? Any tips that you might recommend for someone kind of getting started on the touring side?
Well, I mean, the great thing about what you're doing is you're actually putting your foot in the water and testing it and seeing how it goes. Understanding the costs are really important. So a lot of the things you're doing is more of a fact-finding mission, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to find out where your audience is, what they look like, in the flesh,
Right.
and understanding the dynamic of how they interact when you're performing, and you can kind of know what songs to perform, what songs not to perform. So it's all a fact-finding mission, and really that's all you can expect when you're kind of going out for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's a building process, kind of like a snowball rolling downhill, right? The more data you use, the more history you have, the more people will kind of understand what kind of artist you are, what kind of people attract to your music, and how that affects their business in the venue. So those are all really important things that you're doing. So,
Definitely.
yeah, I agree.
And how about Sophia? How are you currently booking shows, and how's that working out for you?
Well, since we're mainly a new band, we've been trying to just promote as many of our music as we can locally and outside of Florida. We've also been trying to mainly get like YouTube videos out, and mainly we're like planning on getting more promotion that way, and then proceeding with like merch by doing like a local, I guess a small tour in the way, if we're just trying to get our name more out there in this environment, and also making a profit by selling merchandise.
Indeed. So I would love to learn from Brandy. I know you teach about sales funnels. Any recommendations for these fine performers as to what they should be doing in regard to social media? You mentioned YouTube, Facebook, and then driving the audience to maybe some of that product online.
Oh, there's so much. Well, I would start with cover songs. You can actually you can go to like Symphonic Distribution or even CD Baby now, and you can do cover songs on YouTube, and you just pay them $15 and the royalties, of course, to the songwriters. But that's a great way to start getting attention for your sales funnel. You know, the thing is with the sales funnel, you'll want to start with a build. So it's all about just getting as many people interested in what's coming, you know, and then getting their email addresses and getting them in touch with you on social media. So then that way you can engage them with live broadcasting, so important today. Either Periscope, YouNow, Facebook Live. Facebook Live is pushing their algorithm out right now for live. They're trying to take the YouTube market for video.
Yeah.
So if you do a live video on Facebook, you can get thousands of views, whereas you go on YouTube, you'll get like 500. Right? So Facebook Live is really the way to go to start building an audience for that funnel. And then once you get them into your funnel, you want to get their email address. You give them like a free download. Here's a free song, you know, if you just give me your email address. And then from there, now you have them ready to buy from you. So through the email and everything, you start, you know, asking for the sale.
I would love to learn maybe some do's and don'ts, some best practices for presenting your brand online. I'd love to learn what you folks are currently doing, and then maybe, I know you also specialize in that, so I'd love to maybe talk to Brandy a little bit about that, and we'll keep it going.
I just think it's, as far as building a brand online, I've just been trying to, like, be nice to people. I don't know. My whole Young Luv concept is, like, this is basically my brand, is, like, my image, sort of.
Mainly, it started out, I started out mainly doing the singer-songwriter thing here. And I've started working with amazing musicians, and I think we built an idea, like most musicians say that they have stories in their songs, but I think we're going really for that coming of age idea of, like, you've moved from high school, you're going to college now, things are different, like new situations, and that could be very difficult. And so mainly our lyrics talk about how we've dealt with them, and if you guys could resonate with that, we're here for you. 80%
of the time should be just engaging and connecting with your audience and putting your values and putting your stuff out there and just saying, hey, look at my new song, is, you know, but not in a way that, hey, you know, pay me money for it, you know, say, hey, I'm entertaining you.
Yeah. So I love to learn a little bit about all of your perspectives on networking, but more specifically on networking with other musicians to help tap into new audiences that hopefully are going to spend money on things like shows and merchandise and other things online.
Mainly, I think it's like testing out different genres and like straying away from like what you typically do as your own artist, and then working with someone else to create something that you wouldn't have done before, getting out of your comfort zone. One of the things I've found with a lot of newer artists is they don't put themselves out there enough. They don't go out to the local shows enough. They don't network enough. You know, if you can find a conference this month, go to it. You know, if you can even volunteer just to get involved, just to get around the people. Because the more you put yourself out there and the more supportive you are of your genre and of the people in the industry, the more people are going to know you. I always suggest this one book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. All of my students know this. I'm always talking about this book. But it's a classic from the 1930s where they teach you about communication. They teach you how to actually network and teaches you how to talk to people. And that's one of the big things, is how to talk to people. If you can just approach people easily, that's when you really start networking and getting to know more and more people in the industry, and that takes you to the next level. You know?
Indeed, and clearly another opportunity to maybe do business with those people.
Exactly.
You know, the best connections I make are the ones that I didn't expect, right? Mm-hmm. The ones that, like, okay, really nothing's going to happen out of here. And some of the lamest things are like, oh, this is happening, I'm going here, and this is my intent, my purpose. And then you kind of go there, and it's like, oh, it's not really what I kind of built it up in my head to be. But some of the most successful things that ever happened to me were just coming from unexpected places that you wouldn't even begin to even, like, fathom.
And always be ready. You know, every time you walk out of your house, always be ready to meet the next person that you could help you in your business or that you could collaborate with. Always be ready. So make sure you're looking your best, you're feeling your best, you know, when you put yourself out there every day. It doesn't matter if you're going to the grocery store. I've met people in stores in the industry and stuff, so you never know. Yeah.
And that's a great place to kind of leave everyone. So we look forward to some amazing music, and we'll see you next time on the Turntable. Thank you.
both know you're scared of leaving everything behind. You've never been hurt. Pain was just a myth, love was just a kiss. And I don't think you're ready for the big world, for the real world. Take the mask and rip it off or keep it on till we reach the end. 'Cause you're just a poser. 'Cause you're just a poser now. And you've never looked at yourself in the mirror. I guess you were used to believing what they wanted to see. And now your world is cracking down and finally see the truth. Finally step away, notice all the lies, listen to the cries. And I don't think you're ready for the big war, for the real war. Take the mask and rip it off or keep it on till we reach the end. You're just a poser. 'Cause you're just a poser now. And we're not the same. And when you're here, I'm all alone. Mama, forgive me, but I'm not coming home. Oh no, I'm not coming home. And we're not the same. And when you're here, I'm all alone. Mama, forgive me, but I'm not coming home. Oh no, I'm not coming home. You're just a poser. You're just a poser. And you're just a poser. 'Cause you're just a poser
You don't look me in the eyes. I can't say that I'm surprised, but you and me gotta lean the pride. Try to hide what I feel inside. Got a family to raise. You don't care what I say. You can give me the blame, but don't take what we have and just throw it away. I'm tired of tears shed. Every day is a new dread. Yeah, I know how the wound bled. Stay together like 192 said. You don't wanna talk, so please blink once to notify me. If you won't you know that I want? So please blink twice if I should stop trying. Do you remember? Tell me, do you remember the hell I went through just to be there for you? Was your defender? I would never surrender to the demons I knew unless you told me to. Got a family to raise. You don't care what I say. You can give me the blame, but don't take what we have and just throw it away. Yeah, I'm tired of tears shed. Every day is a new dread. Yeah, I know how the wound bled. Stay together like 182 said. You don't wanna talk, So please blink once to notify me. If you want you know that I want. So please blink twice if I should stop trying. Michelangelo decorated the corridor. Black curtain, killer lights in the living room. That's ironic. I'm an affectionate pessimist. Even if we get to fussing and cussing, discussions always end with me saying I'm right behind you, like a spirit too. I ain't trying to save face, and that's weird to you. I was never in the right when I left you down and down, and I don't know if it counts for a damn thing. Got addicted to the light. I'm a victim to a plight. Down and dusted off the mantle while she's dancing. Skin glistening in the night like a body with celestial air, and the gleam was so entrancing. I can't sing. I ain't nothing but a cage bird. Say swerve like you want another shot. I am out of the nobody. I couldn't learn to keep you, so I learned to live without you, and I'm sorry.